Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your always great support in this channel. I don't take it for granted. Now, Raila Odinga's AUC seems to be unstoppable, as Raila Odinga can now have a smile on his face. And for now, the only countries Raila Odinga is remaining with is, there are how many? There are 10. So far, 22 countries have supported Raila Odinga. And his competitor, the one remaining competitor, is only receiving 2 support. And therefore, the probability of Raila Odinga to get this AUC seat might be coming closer to him to an average percentage of 90. The gentleman from Seychelles or Mauritius have made his public resignation to support Raila Odinga just a day after the Gambian also people or the head of state had declared his interest to support the former prime minister. So I have a video clip, 2 of them. The first video showing Raila Odinga being supported in Mauritius by the former prime minister or vice president or Seychelles. The second video is of Raila Odinga speaking about Gambia on the warm reception he had received on his AUC bid. Without wasting of time, let's listen to these 2 videos clip. Then I'm going to proceed with this topic of political discussion. I want to be very much brief on this.
My name is Vincent Meriton, the former Vice President of the Republic of Seychelles and former candidate for the African Union chairpersonship position. I withdrew my candidacy from the African Union chairpersonship race. I withdrew my candidacy from the African Union chairpersonship race due to health reasons in July this year. I would not have been able to withstand the pressure that goes with the position. Today, I want to lend my support to His Excellency Raila Odinga as he travels far and wide along the continent to spread his message of Pan-Africanism, of peace, security, prosperity for all the continent and its citizens. As Africa positions itself to play a more assertive role on the international scene, we need a new leadership at the African Union Commission. The race is not about rivalry among the candidates, but seeing who is the best son that can lead our continent as we move ahead. I admire the drive, the passion, the enthusiasm that His Excellency has. His long years of experience is what our continent needs as we move ahead, as we take our rightful place along the communities on the international scene. With His Excellency Raila Odinga and all the member states and all the regional economic communities, we cannot but succeed. Let us rally behind him for the good of our continent, for the good of our children, of our mothers, of our businesses, of all our communities.
I've just had a very useful meeting with the former Vice President of the Republic of Seychelles, His Excellency Vincent Meriton. Vincent Meriton has been a politician in Seychelles for a long time, and he's told me that he wanted to run for the chairmanship of the African Union, but opted not to submit his application because of his respect for me. He has volunteered to help in the campaign for the chairmanship. I want to take the opportunity to thank him for his sense of patriotism and of sacrifice to support my campaign. I thank him very much for his generosity. Thank you. I'm very delighted to be in Banjul, Gambia. We came this morning to the Gambia. We came to pay a courtesy call on the president of Gambia. Unfortunately, His Excellency is not available here today. He's up country. But we have been received very well by his Vice President, and we had occasion to talk to him on phone. And he explained to me that he's having some duties up country. But generally, we have a very good, cordial conversation. I come from Kenya. And my mission, the purpose of my mission today is I am a candidate for the chairmanship of the African Union, elections which are going to be held in February next year. So I am actually moving around talking to heads of state of Africa generally about the challenges that face the African Union, and what I think I can be able to do to strengthen this institution for the benefit of the African people. As you know that Africa has had so many challenges this century, but there are a lot of good prospects for the continent.
It's a pleasure to receive His Excellency from Prime Minister of Kenya on behalf of His Excellency President Adama Barrow, who, as he said, he is right now on his Meet the People tour, which is a constitutional requirement that he's doing, and he has asked me to receive him on his behalf. I think we would like to know that the Gambia and Kenya had a very long-standing relationship that has gone many decades. Right now, we're just discussing with him, reminding ourselves that there are many Gambians who are working in Kenya, and they have very good relationship there, and likewise, we have received a lot of Kenyans in various capacities in this country. So I think this is a relationship that we cherish, and we want to make sure that we sustain that good level of relationship. And His Excellency President actually had requested that when he arrives, he wants to talk to him on the phone, which he did, and assured him personally of his support, and also make sure that Gambia will also talk to our neighbors so that they can provide support to Kenya, because we believe that His Excellency has a lot of experience. Like I said, in fact, the short time we have met, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot from him, from the aircraft to this hall here. And I think that experience is what we need at the level of the AU Commission. And we believe that when he is there, it can go well for all of us, particularly for small countries like the Gambia in West Africa, where we have challenges in various areas.
Kenyan opposition leader and influential political figure Raila Odinga noting robust ties between Banjul and Nairobi as he meets Vice President Mohamed Bias Jallow.
Now, you see, Raila Odinga seems to gain momentum. And now the African head of state might support him fully on this AUC. We are now in 1 month. The second month will be the finalizing race. When it's come Feb, God willing, Raila Odinga, at a time like this, will have an office in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. And that is the truth. There's nothing to hide, there's nothing to fear, but to say the truth. So, according to me, there are some probability for the Djibouti's candidate also to drop this race and support Raila Odinga. And I'm suspecting that where William Ruto step or hold will never go that way. And his calculation is now well articulated. Do you remember when I told you that if Ruto is serious supporting Raila Odinga, he should convince even the stiff competitor to support him? I'm very much glad that my play somehow was heard by this government. And now, for sure, Raila Odinga have done so many things in Kenya and also in Africa and the world. He deserves respect. If any case it happens, let's avoid haters. Let's avoid hating one another. I know some of you are not happy, but let us just remain calm and remain happy. It is just all a matter of analyzing and coming up with a resolution. The only great impact we can get as a country, if it happens so Raila Odinga wins the AUC, is that Kenya is going to be recognized very nicely. Achana na hii recognition ya sahi. That's the main thing we can get. And that is what I had to share with you at this point. I don't feel okay. I'm just training, but I'm feeling a little bit tired. Let's meet on another political discussion, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.